Mike Searles here with a very quick confession. I want you to hear me out, especially to the end, because there is a reason for this. This confession hasn't been shared in public before. If you're a writer and if you subscribed to a newsletter some 10 years ago called Write Street, written by and sent out by an editor by the name of Trent Steele. Well, I'm Trent Steele. I wrote that newsletter, which went out to 40,000 subscribers twice a week. I was hired by the company to write the newsletter. Now, I don't know if there is a Trent Steele. I don't know whether Trent Steele is a person that lives. I've never met him, never spoken to him, but I wrote the newsletter, and the newsletter, it was really a sales letter. That's what it was. It went out twice a week, and the premise of the newsletter was to deliver some kind of helpful tip to writers. But it included a pitch. Every one of those newsletters included a pitch, and I wrote them because I was a copywriter. That's what I did for a living. But there's something else to tell you. So 40,000 readers of Write Street by editor Trent Steele received that newsletter twice a week, but the same company published another newsletter with 100,000 subscribers, and that was in the self-development niche. And that newsletter also went out twice a week, and guess what? I also wrote that under the pseudonym of the editor of that newsletter. So 2 newsletters a week to writers, 40,000 subscribers, 2 newsletters a week to those with an interest in self-development to 100,000 subscribers over 18 months. What that meant was 21 million inboxes received, well, I should say 21 million times over 18 months, emails, newsletters from that company written by me went out. And why am I telling you this? Because I want you to remember your own wins from your past. Because what we can do, and what's so easily done, is we can get caught up in what we're trying to achieve next. Right now, for example, on Substack, to be very specific, more subscribers, more readers, more subscribers, more paying subscribers, more dollars in the bank, whatever the target is. That's what we're caught up with maybe right now, but at the expense of forgetting, and maybe it's not moving as fast as you want. So I hired a coach mentor roughly 10 years ago, and I was suffering massive self-doubt. You could call it almost imposter syndrome. And I hired this mentor coach to get me through it. And he did. And there was one insight that he gave me out of all of the tips and messages he gave me over the course of speaking with him and him helping me, coaching me. And it was that, to remember your past wins, just that single insight. Now, I paid that coach mentor thousands of dollars, and yet that insight was probably worth to me hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably more. And so that insight I'm passing on to you directly now, and I hope it's worth something to you like it was for me. Remember your wins, remember your past achievements, do what I did as the mentor coach instructed me to do. Take time out for an hour and literally write down longhand, not on your computer or your phone, a piece of paper and a pad. Write down the wins you can remember from childhood right up until today. If you can get 10, fantastic. 15, absolutely outstanding. If you can get 20, you're really doing well. Because guess what? You'll probably, if you were like me, struggle. But you've really got to put your thinking cap on, put all false modesty aside, and remember those wins. And also the most important thing is, how did those wins make you feel in the past? What was the win? Whether it was you were 6 years old or if you're 70 years old and you had a win 3 weeks ago. What was that big win? Remember that. Now, this is live streaming and my screen's about to go blank because I didn't put I didn't plug in the cord. There we go. So there it is, a very quick live stream from Mike Searles, the Star Maker. Remember your wins from the past. because that will help you overcome self-doubt today. I hope that works for you as it worked for me. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.